So it's Friday, March 20th, and Terry is cutting up fruit for our dessert. We're going to have chocolate fondue, yummy, yummy. And I have a question that has to do with, we've talked a lot about living in close proximity with each other so that, we can keep our Friday night dinners, we take care of each other's kids, we go do stuff together, we like gardening together, etc. So we've been talking about this place where Terry went to college at St. Olaf College in Northfield. So, what would you like to tell the camera about Northfield and sort of why it occurred to you to check it out again?
Well, I had heard that there were some interesting things going on in Northfield, just through the college and then some other stuff. So, I don't know, I guess I looked at the real estate first, I think, and I was excited to see that there was some good stuff that was available. And then I was excited to see that you could walk to places and you could get to the co-op and the library and stuff, and it was all right there, which is what we wanted, and which is where we live right now in St. Paul, in Highland Park. That's what we have. So just the lower cost of living, the being able to walk places and being in a small town seems cozy, although there's a lot of sacrifices you make. So I don't know if that's really right for us, and we haven't seen it for 10 years, but we need to go check it out.
Okay, and the other thing that we're worried about Northfield is the lack of restaurants. So we have to go check it out because we need restaurants. We need interesting food within close proximity, not an hour away.
We're going to be disappointed.
We're probably going to be disappointed. But we're still going to check it out.
It's going to be...
So about the next place where we're gonna live, I think that for now we should look into renting instead of buying, because I'm learning that owning a house is more liability than asset, and it's just really not conducive to growing our financial assets when we strap ourselves with this big humongous house, that is gonna burden us. And plus, the thing I keep talking about with Terry is like every 5 years our needs as a family is so totally different that we can't really expect to own a property knowing what our needs are going to be 5 years from now. And we've always moved every 5 years or so. I think so that not owning gives us the flexibility to be able to just pick up and go somewhere else. Well, of course, there's downsides to that.
Except my garden.
Well,
which I
you
need
can still
desperately.
garden in a rental place.
No, not well. You don't feel like you want to put anything in it. Put in
Why
the
not?
work and stuff. Because you can't do what you really want when you rent and you have a garden.
Mommy, that's one.
Well, we're doing our best here. But yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Sort of all the stuff that you might build as sort of structures and stuff to grow your plants on and stuff. We build temporary stuff, but it's not the same as, building
It's
a
not
trellis that you're,
landscaping.
yeah.
And I want to do it as an edible landscape, something that's really beautiful instead of just, oh, I wonder how I could do this the cheapest, easiest way that I wouldn't have to spend a lot of time and money, because what I put in, I have to dismantle when I leave anyway.
Yeah. What are you trying to say, Noah? Oh, okay. Says, just give me the food and it'll be all right.
That's
Your
like
dream
me.
is an urban home. So what do you mean by an urban homestead?
I want to experiment with producing as much food as possible, and flowers and stuff too, but in an urban lot, because I think urban homesteading and living in an urban place is sustainable. You can go out into a rural place and you can have your huge garden, whatever, and you can drive everywhere, and that's that's one choice. But I also think that doing things in an urban
Another
setting
strawberry.
is extremely sustainable and
Another
could be
strawberry.
really great
Please,
for
Mommy.
just the environment and society in general. If more people did it, and if they produced food, and if they really used their place in an urban setting to go places, and to bike and to do all that stuff. That's what I want.
I know that that's what you want, but what I'm saying is, when will be the earliest occasion where we can realistically afford that?
So you're thinking, Ari, that you should be able to find a place that you're renting that could accommodate that activity. And Terry, you're saying you don't feel like a rental place will accommodate it.
Well,
I don't think so.
No, I'm not saying that you have to put up as a rental property for 10 years. But we don't have any yard that we have access to right now except the backyard where kids can play, but you
Mommy,
can't park.
another strawberry.
So have a rental place that have a yard that we can move into possibly later this year or early next year. It's better than waiting 3 years and buying a house.
Maybe.
Is all I'm saying.
Well, we've also talked about doing a field trip to South St. Paul. Maybe we could give that a try in a rental property.
But then we sacrifice the being able to be close to stuff and
Although South St. Paul is closer to stuff than Northfield is.
yes.
That's the other point. Yeah.
Definitely.
And we still have access to charter schools and magnet schools and museums and restaurants. And
What do I want in housing?
yes.
I want whatever makes you happy.
Oh, is he good?
Because it'll end up that way anyway.
And here is our wonderful display of fruit with
Go put his-
chocolate fondue.
Put his bib on, please, and sit him down.
Woo! Can't wait to eat that.
Ah.
Neither can Audrey. Noah and Audrey have just been worshiping this counter.
Munchin'.
That's right. Anything that might slightly begin to fall off the counter goes directly into their mouths. Off they go. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Where'd Noah? Bye-bye.
Look. Look.
Yep.